ダサいな永遠を手にしたいなんてさ見せつけたい強さを感じていたいニコニコの欲は人の姿クイーンについてしまえ骨の隅までもこのまま消し去ってしまってもいいさ涙流れてる涙は誰のためなのもう嫌だ嘘は嫌気まぐれなジェニー叫びまくるイカれるようにその命果てる時まで叫べ時を止めな狂いましょう我を忘れて生きるようにゴージャスは歓喜の月ああ神様奇跡をくださいな頂点を手に入れるだけさ操りたいもてそんだい朝どりこな毒は悪の腹が噛みついてしまえ骨の隅までもこのまま消し去ってしまってもいいさ生に震わせる心は誰のためなのもう嫌だ嘘は嫌怖くまでジェニークイーンについてしまえ骨の隅までもこのまま消し去ってしまってもいいさ布に震わせる命は誰のためなのもう嫌だ嘘は嫌気まぐれのジェニーわがままなジェニー
Hello, good evening, and welcome to this, the 51st Starfury Facebook Live. And I hope that you, your family, your friends have all had a wonderful seasonal holidays, a wonderful Christmas, a wonderful Hanukkah. Hope you've been eating well, hope you've been drinking well, hope you've been celebrating with your family. I hope you've had a wonderful time, and I hope that 2026 proves to be an awesome and spectacular year for you. 2026 is actually going to be the 29th year of Starfury conventions. Yes, Starfury conventions. I've been running them now for 29 years. Started in 1997. We're the longest running sci-fi media convention in the UK, second longest running in Europe. We were the first ones to introduce photo ops. Photo ops had no convention had ever done those before. We introduced photo ops for conventions, done a lot of other stuff. 29 years it'll be of Starfury conventions. In 2028, we'll do something special. I'm trying to work out something special to celebrate 30 years of Starfury conventions. But we're going to be looking back today. We're not going to be looking forward. We're going to be looking back, as people tend to do when it comes to the end of the year, to reflect. We're going to be looking back and reflecting on what happened with Starfury in 2025. We had some exciting events. We had some really cool guests along. We had some fun parties, and we had some amazing memories over what happened over the past 12 months. So tonight, I think there's only one guest announcement I'm going to be making. A lot of people seem, every time I do a Christmas, when I do an end of year special, a lot of people are expecting me to make guest announcements. All the agents are shut. All the managers and agents, they shut up over a week and a half when they were away for about 2.5 weeks. You can't get any business done. I did actually finalize one guest at the end of last week, but other than that, you really couldn't actually get anything sorted at this point. But that's because everybody's having a good Christmas, and I hope you guys have had a good Christmas. But now we're going to have a look back at what happened with Starfury in 2025. And our first event of 2025 was Starfury Highlanders. Highlanders 8. It was our 8th celebration of the television series Outlander. We've done 8 conventions around that. For our 8th one, we did something a bit different. What we decided to do was do a celebration of the first series of the show. Well, actually, the first 2 seasons, because with Outlander, for those of you who watch it and know, each series, Jamie and Claire, they're off somewhere new. They're making new friends. There are new characters, new actors on the show, new stars. So there's always new guests to bring. And we got to a point where there were some wonderful guests from the first 2 years of the show that we hadn't had in almost a decade. So we thought it'd be great to do an event that looked back on the first 2 seasons, and we brought back some great guests from the show that we hadn't had in a long while. Normally the event is in the summer, and I was advised, in order to get a certain guests along, to have the event in February when they'd be available, and then they weren't available, which is how it seems to go. But anyway, we still had a wonderful time. We had a great time celebrating Outlander, and I have this video to play for the very first time. A little video for you to show you what happened at Starfury Highlanders 8. So that was Starfury Highlanders 8. That was our 8th celebration of the television series Outlander. Outlander's coming to an end, but it does have a spin-off series coming up called Blood of My Blood. Let me all know what you think of that. I want to know what the Outlander fans think of Blood of My Blood. Do you want to see Blood of My Blood guests at our Outlander events in the future? But our next event, Highlanders 9, for fans of Outlander, that's going back to the summer months, and it'll be taking place next July at the Hilton Hotel in Birmingham. All the gold tickets have gone, but we still have regular tickets. So if you're a fan of Outlander, that's the UK event for fans of that show. So make sure you come along to that. Get your tickets soon. Now, after we ran that event, the next event that we ran was Into the Fold, and that's our celebration of the Netflix show Shadow and Bone, based on the very popular book series. And that took place at the Renaissance Hotel. Our Shadow and Bone events, they're very small. It's a very small bunch of fans, but the fans are lots of fun. It's a really family, very friendly atmosphere. The cosplay's amazing. The guests are absolutely lovely. It's a very small and friendly event. And here's a little flashback to that event, our second Shadow and Bone event, Into the Fold 2. Well, there it was.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooter's gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah.
So that was Into the Fold Part 2. That was our second celebration of Shadow and Bone. As you can see from that video, it's some of the nicest cast we've worked with. Really down to earth. They love hanging out with the fans. Any poses you want in the photo ops. Chatty in the autographs. Make for great guest talks and fan meets. A wonderful cast. Shadow and Bone, if you haven't seen it, it's up on Netflix. You can binge it all on Netflix. It was a great show. It's one of those ones I wish it sold a bit better. It's very much, I would love to be able to do an Into the Fold 4 and an Into the Fold 5. It's going to be down to the ticket sales for this one. So hopefully it sells enough to carry on, but we'll have to see. However, if you haven't got your tickets yet, we still have some gold tickets left. We've still got gold tickets available, plenty of regular tickets. Hotel links up. We've got a great lineup of guests. So if you're a fan of Shadow and Bone, hopefully you'll join us at Into the Fold Part 3. Now, one show we have no problem in selling tickets for, and this event for next year is virtually sold out, and it completely sold out earlier this year, and that's our celebration of Supernatural. And Supernatural's got to be one of the most popular shows we've ever covered. The fans are absolutely devoted to it and rabid and loyal to that show. But it's a wonderful fan base. Even though we have a lot of people at our Supernatural event, it still always feels very friendly, very relaxed. It never feels that busy because it's an absolutely lovely bunch of fans. It's a fantastic cast. This year we had our 10th Supernatural event. It was a complete sellout, and we've got our 11th Supernatural event taking place next April, and that's virtually sold out already, although there are a very limited number of tickets left. However, here's a look back at how it went for Crossroads 10. We had some amazing, we had 3 out of 4 of the main cast. We had a fantastic lineup of guests, and it was an amazing event. Let's have a look at it. So that was Starfury Crossroads 10, our last Supernatural event. And we had a fantastic, I mean, as a fanboy, I was freaking out at that event because we had Matt Frewer there, who was Max Headroom, and we had Alicia Witt there, who's had such an amazing career with stuff like Dune and The Walking Dead. So I was completely freaking out about those two guests. And funnily enough, a lot of the other guests, like Jared and Jared's management, they were freaking out about Matt Frewer being there as well, because they were big Max Headroom fans as well. But it was a fantastic event. The Supernatural casts are always so great. Mark's always such a character. Misha, he gives some of the best photo ops, really fun guest to have along. And Jared absolutely gives the best hugs to fans. It was a really lovely event. And as I said, it was a very busy event. It was a sold out event. But because the Supernatural fans are such a cool bunch and it's such a family community, it doesn't feel like that. So our next Supernatural event is taking place next April. I think it's 17th, 18th and 19th of April at the Hilton Hotel. A lot of people have been annoying me for the booking link for the hotel. Well, I got that on Monday, so I'm going to email that to all the ticket holders this weekend, and then next week the link's going to go up on the website as well. It took a while because the room rate was initially insane. It was like £200 for a single and £250 for a twin or a double. And that was mental. And the manager completely agreed with me. It was just getting it sorted out with the conference side. But we've got that sorted out. So we'll be getting the link out for that and for Flux and for also Walk One, the hotel links out this weekend to the ticket holders. And they'll be on the website next week. If you're a Supernatural fan and want to join us, a really fun and relaxed Supernatural event, there's still a very limited number of tickets left for Crossroads 11. We've got under about 300 tickets left for that event. So hopefully you'll join us at that one. I've been talking with Mark and with Rob and Rich. We're looking at putting a musical element into the event like we did last year, having some bands play on one of the nights. Still got to get that sorted out, but it looks pretty much confirmed it's going to happen. So that was Crossroads 10. Now, after Crossroads 10, we ran our first ever Stargate event. Now, as I said, Starfury's been going 28 years with the longest running sci-fi event and multimedia event in the UK. We've been running longer than any other organizer, and yet we'd never touched Stargate before. Well, I kind of like did a bit on Stargate Universe a few years back, but really we'd never really touched Stargate. And that's because a lot of other organizers were doing you had two other organizers doing Stargate events, and they were both doing 2 a year. So it was like 4 Stargate events a year. So I thought, no, I'm not going to touch that. It's too crowded. I had so many requests from people for a Stargate event. I had some of the cast on to me about it. So we decided to do a Stargate event, and we put on Starfury Ascension last May. And it was a massive success. It was way more popular than I figured it was going to be. The event was a complete sellout, but I'm not surprised given that we had Richard Dean Anderson and Michael Shanks and Tori Higginson among the guests. So it was a fantastic guest lineup at that event. And we all had a wonderful time. And here's a little video to bring us back some memories of a fantastic event. That was Starfury Ascension, our very first ever Stargate event. As I said, it was a complete sellout event, and it was an amazing event. Great fans. Some of the cosplay was spectacular. Awesome cosplay, really fun, friendly feel to it, and the guests were amazing. Richard Dean Anderson, that guy loves talking to the fans. He gives an amazing guest talk. If you're at a fan meet with him or the meet and greet, he's just loves speaking with the fans. It does mean he's the slowest signer on the planet. That's because he likes to talk, spend quality time with each person who comes through. Does mean we've got to limit the number of autographs he's signing next time so we don't overwork him. But he will love spending time with, and if he sees a dog, he's just gone. But we also had the lovely Michael Shanks there, Lexa Doig, Tori Higginson, Elise Levesque. We had some amazing guests at that event. And as I said, it was a very successful event for our first Stargate event. And we've got another Stargate event that's going to be taking place next August. We virtually got nearly the entire cast of the first Stargate series, SG1, attending. It's something that I don't think we've really seen a level of Stargate guests on that level at a European event. And I don't think it'll happen again. So if you're a Stargate fan, you want to be along at Starfury Ascension 2 that's taking place next August. It's actually sold red. Gold are gone, half the regular are gone. It's doing really well, that one. Hopefully we'll see you at that one. We had a great time with the Stargate fans at Starfury Ascension last May. Now, after that, our next event, which was back at the Renaissance Hotel, was our annual celebration of the television series Hannibal. And this was our 7th Hannibal event. We've been doing Hannibal events actually 10 years now. Our first one was in 2015. And we had along Hugh Dancy, one of the 2 stars of the show. It was a really fun weekend. You always have a good time in the company of the Fannibals. And here's a little video that we put together from that event. So that was Starfury Red Dragon, our annual celebration of the television series Hannibal. We had Hugh at the last one, so we really want to get Mads back in for the next one. However, the dates didn't work out in his schedule with the dates that we had planned, so we're trying to rearrange stuff at the moment. Hopefully we'll have an announcement on that sometime early in the new year. His manager told me a few weeks ago he'd be working in February. He didn't say what it would be on, but they actually announced it at the beginning of this week that he's working on a film for Netflix that's directed by Martin Scorsese, and he's appearing alongside Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence. Why anybody would rather be with Jennifer Lawrence than at a Starfury event, I have no idea, but there you go. Actually, Jennifer Lawrence is actually in my top 10 most wanted Starfury guests that I know I'm never going to get. However, I did actually end up getting two of them. We've had Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and we've also had Carrie Ann Moss. They were two guests I never thought I'd get to a Starfury convention. And it actually looks like somebody else on that list is going to be doing a Starfury event next year as well. Got a deal going through, which hopefully, fingers crossed, will all go through at the beginning of next year for somebody absolutely huge, which is going to be mental. Actually, there's two people. Actually, there's somebody else as well. Well, anyway, let's just hope they all go through and that I can announce them soon, because that'll be something very exciting. But we'll have details of our next Hannibal event soon. It's a wonderful event, the Hannibal events, because it's a great cast, but it's a real community, real family feeling among the fans. They call themselves the Fannibals, and we always have a great time at those events. Now, after that one, we had another really fun event. It's a very small event, but that was our Starfury Witch Bomb, at which we celebrate the shows Motherland Fort Salem and Warrior Nun. It was our third event celebrating that, and lovely cast. We had some amazing guests at that event, and here's the video that we've done to remember that convention. So that's Starfury Witch Bomb. That's our celebration of Warrior Nun and Motherland Fort Salem. It's such a lovely and friendly event. Cast is absolutely awesome on both shows. We've got another event. Starfury Witch Bomb is taking place this August at the Renaissance Hotel. As I said, it's a small event, so I don't know if we'll be able to do one past the next one. So hopefully ticket sales will pick up. There's still gold tickets available. I can announce that the first guest for Starfury Witch Bomb for next year is Emily Leclerc, who played Isadora on Motherland Fort Salem. I've got about 4 other guests who've agreed. We've just got to sort out the contracts on those. I didn't get it done before the Christmas holidays started, so I should be announcing some more guests for that very early in the new year. As well as Motherland Fort Salem and Warrior Nun, we're looking at adding 2 more shows into that of very much strong female empowerment sci-fi fantasy shows, which would hopefully boost the sales and the interest of the event. We'll have to see, but keep an eye on that. But if you haven't got your tickets yet, we still have gold available, got the regular, and hopefully we'll see people along for that event. Now, after that event, we had our next one was Starfury Invasion, and that's our celebration of Star Wars, the biggest sci-fi, actually even out of sci-fi, the biggest media franchise ever. And we did our celebration of Star Wars, and we very much focused on 3 of the Star Wars shows: Andor, Ahsoka, and The Mandalorian. And we had some amazing guests at that, including an incredibly rare appearance by Diego Luna, the star of Andor, Cassian Andor himself. What a guest to have at an event. We also had Ivana Sakno along, who played Shin Hati on Ahsoka, one of the absolute nicest people I have ever worked with. She was such an amazing guest. All the guests were fantastic. So here's a little reminder of our Star Wars event, Invasion. There you go. That was Starfury Invasion 2025, at which we had Diego Luna, Cassian Andor himself along as a guest. What an amazing weekend that was. One of the biggest Star Wars events outside of Celebration. I think we had some of the best Star Wars guests you've ever seen at a European event. Last year, we had Mary Elizabeth Winstead. This year, we had Diego Luna. So keep an eye on Invasion 2026, because I think I'm going to top even that for next year. The guest I'm working on at the moment, I'm freaking out about as a fan of the Star Wars saga myself. It's somebody amazing. May actually have two amazing guests of Diego and Mary Elizabeth's level set for that event. We're going to have to wait and see, but it's looking pretty positive. So keep your eyes on Starfury Invasion 2026, but that was Starfury Invasion 2025. Now, after that, we actually held our first ever Star Trek event. Star Trek, like Star Wars, one of the biggest sci-fi franchises ever. I'd never actually had the odd Star Trek guest at my events, but I'd never done a purely Star Trek event. I'd had a lot of fans demanding one. My staff was really pressing me to do one, as was Ed Spaliers. So we ended up putting on Warp 1. We all had a great weekend at that event. And here's some memories from our first Star Trek event, Starfury Warp 1. there you go. That was Starfury Warp 1, our very first ever celebration of Star Trek. And we have another event, Star Trek event coming up, which oddly enough is called Warp 2. That was a really fun event, Warp 1, especially Terry Farrell was just absolutely amazing. She really brought it to that event. She had such energy and just getting up to all crazy kinds of stuff. And it's always lovely having Nicole de Boer along. We actually had her at 2 events last year, but you can never have enough of Nicole. And Jess Bush was filming on Strange New Worlds. She literally finished on set on Friday, left the set, went straight to the airport, got a plane, flew over. Literally 2 hours after she was off the plane, she was on stage and working at the event. And as soon as she finished at the event, she flew back to get back onto set. So she was an absolute trooper. It was wonderful getting to see Mia again. She's one of my favorite guests. I absolutely love that girl to bits. And I hadn't seen her since we were doing the L Word events many, many moons ago. So it was wonderful to have an opportunity to bring Mia back. And I hope I'll be able to bring her back to one of the other future Star Trek events. Although you got to blame for me doing a Star Trek event. So can't let my staff for putting a lot of pressure on me, but also Ed Spleers was going on. He's been putting a lot of pressure about next year's event as well. But Ed's really passionate about Star Trek. He loves that he's been on that show. And I really hope that the producers show some common sense and give us a spin-off series from Picard that we've all been wanting. But Warp 2, that's going to be taking place next May. We've already got some amazing guests from Star Trek coming to that event. There should be 1 or 2 more coming. There's one guest that I'm waiting on. He's going to let me know in January if he can do the event or not. But that's going to be an awesome event. We had a great time last time. There's about 10 or 15 gold tickets left. So if you wanted to get a gold ticket, you kind of like got an opportunity, but I think they'll all be gone within the next 1 or 2 weeks. So you don't want to miss out on that. But Starfury Warp 2 is taking place next May. And our last event of the year, the last event that we held was Starfury at Chat Enchanted. And it wasn't just our last event of the year, it was also our last ever event for Once Upon a Time. It was our 6th Once Upon a Time event. We did our first one back in 2017. Had quite a bit of history with Once Upon a Time. This was our final one. We had Lana Perella along, and it's always amazing to have her along as a guest. She's absolutely one of the best guests we've ever had at a Starfury event. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to edit together a video from that one, so there won't be any representation, I'm afraid, for the Once Upon a Time fans tonight, but I will get round to doing that video at the beginning of the year, and we'll play it at one of the future Facebook Lives. So that's how 2025 was for us. We had some amazing guests. We had some amazing time, but most of all, it was the fans who made all those events special. If you have a look on our Twitter account, because every week, every Friday, I do a competition and you could win a signed Funko Pop. I get the actors to sign a pile of Funko Pops at my event. We don't sell them. We give them away as competition prizes. Like soon, here's one of Ed Spleers as Jack Crusher in Picard. I still got a pile of these. Jessie Lee May as Alina Starkov in Shadow and Bone. And tonight I'm giving away one signed by Diego Luna and one signed by Denise Goff from Andor. 2 amazing actors, and those go for an absolute bomb. Those, and I've seen what some of the auction houses and auto dealers charge for Diego Luna and Denise Goff. Denise in theatre at the moment. She's doing High Noon at the West End. Go see her. She's an amazing actress. She's an amazing individual. So go support her. But so that's it for Starfury for 2025. We're looking forward to 2026. I started doing these as a recap of the year, but also because we're not doing Starfury Destiny anymore. With New Year taking place in the midweek, it's a bit harder for people to attend an event. Maybe we'll look at bringing Destiny back for next New Year's Eve. Definitely the New Year's Eve after that. But what I want to say is I hope you all had a great Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I still hope that you had a wonderful seasonal holiday. You got to spend time with your family and had an amazing time. And I hope for every single one of you that 2026 proves to be a truly fantastic year and brings you everything that you could want. Thank you very much for all your support, and I look forward to seeing you all next year. Be well and be kind to each other.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh